All right, moving along for the prelims in the women's 1,500-meter run. For the 4 fastest women in this first and second prelim heat. And then the 4 fastest times collectively between the two. Those 12 will qualify for the Big Ten Championship coming up on Sunday. Our top qualifier in the Big Ten is Ohio State sophomore Aniya Mosley, a young lady who ran 4:12:34 a couple weeks ago at Penn Relays. She's certainly a contender to win a conference championship, and they're off and rolling here in the 1,500.
Yeah, and that time that Mosley ran was good for a new school record for the Buckeyes. So just an impressive run for her there. Got a chance to watch that race after the fact, a little clip there, and she just ran exceptionally well over the final 400 meters to just close really, really hard. And you know, that's what it takes to win this event here at the Big Ten Championships as well. We can see that these women are not running very fast so far at the start of this race. And you know, a lot of times it comes down to a kick, and it's who can kick the longest and who can kick the hardest.
Bib number 11, by the way, for Ms. Mosley. Top 4 are always fun to follow. You can see toward the front there, Alexander Carlson, a junior from Rutgers, also a young lady who's had a great outdoor season. One of the 5 fastest 1500s in the conference. Top 2, as they cross the what will eventually be the finish line, are Freeland and Amber Asaf from Michigan State and Iowa, hips number 10 and 12.
You know, and Carlson, she's not someone that I want to get in a kicking battle with. She's run, you know, at 2:04, a little faster for 800 meters. And she was a 2-time Big Ten champ at this past indoor championship. She kicked to win the mile, and then she also came back to claim the 3K, and just a runaway victory there. And, you know, while we see a lot of these athletes are really content here, just jogging along, this is a stacked heat. You know, we've got Mosley and we've got Carlson, but on the inside there in 3rd position is Hallie Hill. She's running exceptionally well this year for the Fighting Illini. Huge personal best of over 5 seconds, running 4:15, and she's also run 2:05, so she's working on that closing speed as well. But right now, Lauren Freeland out front. She's an NCAA qualifier. She ran in Eugene in this event last year, looking to try to make it 2 for 2.
Big Ten championship meet record set back in 1987 by Wisconsin's Susie Faber, 4:10:93. See the same quartet up toward the front there. The 700-meter mark. Freeland 2/100ths of a second in front of Asaf. And Mosley, Carlson was the top 4. Wisconsin's Victoria Heiliglenthal.
Yeah, and Heiliglenthal, she's a local kid. She's from Milford, Michigan here, so I'm sure she's got a huge support crew for her, since Ann Arbor is just down the road. And we are just past 800 meters. The women ran roughly around 2:24, 2:25. That's, you know, right around 4:50 mile pace. And we've got women in this field that have personal bests of 4:30. And so it's definitely going to get spicy here as we come around this curve, and they're going to have 1 lap to go.
A lot of change there toward the front. Freeland certainly feels comfortable running toward the front of the pack. A little bit of a push, though, from Hallie Hill, the junior from Illinois. She's in hip 3. Hallie's done a nice job making her way further forward. She's gone from 6th now to 2nd. See what Hallie wants to turn it out.
Yeah, and Mosley just got a little antsy there. Really smart of her to establish herself in the front of this race on the home stretch, so she wasn't doing any additional running, having to do it around the curve. And Mosley starting to pull this field. We've got Hallie Hill, Lauren Freeland's there, Alex Carlson there, and that's Sam Hasey wearing the block M. She's currently in 5th position. We know the top 4 automatically qualify, and we've got a slight gap here from our first 4.
Sam doing everything she can to make sure she's running on this track in Sunday's final, but you're right, she's falling behind just a little bit. The top 4 certainly have separated themselves with just about 100 meters to go. Be interested to see if any of those 4 try to really kick something in here in this prelim heat. Unless something disastrous happens, they're all going to make it anyways. Mosley for Ohio State separated herself the last, call it 600, and she wins the first heat. with a really nice finish there from Hallie Hill. Mosley qualifies 4:23.18, then it's Hill 4:23.43. Lauren Freeland for Michigan State officially third, with Carlson in fourth.
You know, and I'd like to mention there that Mosley closed in just over 60 seconds, which is very, very fast for a closing lap of 1500. So you could tell that she's confident. You know, she's got that kick and she demonstrated it there, but really, really impressive run from Hallie Hill there. This is her first final that she's making in the outdoor 1500. Potentially she might come back and run the 5K, but she's at least stamped herself a spot on Sunday's final in the women's 1500.
Yeah, how about Mosley's splits? Those were really impressive. Her first 400 was 1:17.08, then 1:11.42, and then, as you mentioned, less than a full second over 1 minute to go 4:23.18. That's a really nice time from Ohio State's Mosley.
Now keep in mind too that 4 times we'll get in outside of the top 4 finishers, and so right now our first time on that bubble is 4:25.62, and we've got tons of women in this next heat that are capable of running much faster than that. So we'll see who is able to hang on.
Olivia Millen from Michigan State.